Hey there, welcome back. So, I wanted to tell you about a friend of mine. He's a professor who works in another department, and he's really good. I mean, his classes fill up right away. He's really popular. You want to take a class from this guy. And yet, a couple years ago, he admitted to me that he has never once looked at his end of semester student feedback. But why? I mean, the truth is, he's really good, so it's not like the feedback is going to be awful or scathing or anything. Well, still, looking at feedback, comments, customer reviews, emails, things of that nature, that can be really difficult. It can really challenge our ego and our sense of selves. And since we're not kind of talking with the person face to face, we can't get additional feedback. We can't ask clarifying questions. We can't dig at the root cause. All we have is this information written in front of us. And then add to that the whole thing of anonymous feedback. Oh my gosh, the vitriolic crap that comes through in comments and reviews and so forth. Who wants to look at that? Well, just because it's difficult to read and just because oftentimes it's written very poorly doesn't mean we should ignore it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to give you the 5 steps that you can follow to read comments, reviews, feedback, things like that, so that you can glean good guidance from this information, even if it's written very, very poorly. Now, that's my take, but what about you? Do you like reading customer comments, reviews, and things like that? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, comment about comments in the comments below. And while you're there, be sure to hit the subscribe and notification buttons. That way you'll never miss an episode. And as always, I'm going to go over a lot of material, so check out the additional resources in the description below. Okay, so to get started, the way we're going to explore this is I'm actually going to dissect a comment that I received once on one of my videos. So we'll get to play with that a little bit. Okay, so let's get started. Step 1. Scan the comment quickly, letting it sting just a little, and then walk away. That's right, just walk away. You're not even reading it really. You're just scanning it generally and then walking away. I like to think of this as a vaccine. Now, the way a vaccine works, and this isn't scientific, it's just babble, but we basically introduce a little bit of the bad stuff to our system to teach our immune system to recognize and confront the bad stuff when we really come across it. So yeah, it stings a little bit and we might be sore afterwards, but ultimately when we are truly exposed to the disease or what have you, we're protected because our body knows how to deal with it thanks to that vaccine. And so that's what this first step is all about. Just getting enough of a taste that we get the sting, but then leave it. All right, so let me show you what I mean by looking at the comment that I received. So I'm going to scan it really quickly. All right, total waste of your time, throw my degree in the trash. All right, voice out of sync. If I'm going to teach communication, I ought to learn it first. All right, great, done. That's it. I don't need to read anymore. I'm not going to go into detail on this. I get the gist of what they're saying. Yes, I want to go deeper eventually, but not now. That was just the vaccine. All right, step 2. After a few hours or maybe a day, come back to the feedback and scan it again. This time just a little more deeply than you did before. Don't go into great detail. Don't analyze it or anything. Just give it another quick scan. And once again, walk away. Do it again. Rinse and repeat, right? Here's the idea. It's a booster shot. Okay, yes, I had that vaccine before, and so I'm kind of ready for what I'm about to read. But let's go ahead and give ourselves a booster shot so that we can really be prepared for what's coming down the pike. Okay, so if I do this with the comment that I received, I'll look at it and say, okay, total waste of my time. All right, I should throw my degree in the trash. I get that. The voice was out of sync. Okay, so we've got a difference between kilohertz or something and I don't know what that means yet. Frames per second, maybe. It's all right. I don't have to worry about it. Made it unwatchable. All right. Okay. And okay, I should learn communication first. Got it. All right. Moving on. That's it. All right. Now I know where it's going, but I have not truly exposed myself to the full onslaught that's waiting for me. But I'm getting ready for it. All right. Step 3. Now let's go back and read the comment, but this time in its full, unfettered, glorious detail. And as we do so, we're going to redact or cross out the garbage and highlight the nuggets that kind of seem like maybe they're quality feedback. The way I look at this is like a prospector panning for gold. He's going to go through a lot of mud. He's going to go through a lot of crap. And it's going to be backbreaking and unpleasant, and he's going to smell really bad by the end of it. But he's probably going to come away with maybe a gold nugget or two. And that gold nugget or two is going to set him up for the next couple of weeks. So it's worth digging through all that filth. And we're prepared to do that as well. We want to listen to understand, not to refute. That's one of the principles that we talked about in our previous video on how to receive feedback. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of junk and so forth, and it's going to be really tempting for us to refute every point he or she brings up. But that's not what we want to do. We want to listen, or in this case read, to understand, not to refute. So with this in mind, let's go ahead and read through the comment I received. Watching this video was a total waste of my time. You say you have a degree in communication, but you should throw it in the trash. The voice was so out of sync with the video, it's obvious you don't know what you're talking about. Even a kid in a high school AV club can tell that the frames per second is way off the kilohertz. At least I think that's kilohertz. I honestly don't know. Anyone who knew anything about communicating would know that these videos are unwatchable. If you really want to teach communication, maybe you need to learn it first. All right, so kind of hurt a little bit. Yeah, all right, but let's play this. Watching the video, total waste of my time. All right, too bad, so sad, sorry. You say you have a degree in communication, but you should throw it in the trash. Not gonna happen. Voice was so out of sync with the video that it's obvious you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, voice out of sync with the video. All right. Yeah, I kind of knew that. In fact, I really knew that, but it's becoming clear that this is an issue. So let's keep going. It's obvious that you don't know what you're talking about. Well, no, I do know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty expert in this. However, as ineloquently as he stated it, he's alluding to an important point. The fact that the audio and the video is not in sync is negatively affecting my credibility in his eyes. And while the way he stated it was rather crass, that doesn't mean that's something I should ignore. This is an important point. We assess the credibility of people we watch and listen to all the time on a myriad of facets. And so on the surface, it may not seem like the technical aspects of my video should negatively affect my credibility as a communications professional. The fact is that it did. And this is what he's telling me here. Okay, let's go on. Even a kid in a high school AV club can tell that the frames per second, okay, whatever. Anyone who knew anything about communicating would know that these, okay, videos are unwatchable. All right, I knew I had an issue with the voice being out of sync, and I've been trying to work through that, but now I see that this is an issue that really needs resolving. After all, somebody tells me that this is unwatchable. And actually, if I'm totally honest with myself, when I see a video where the voice is out of sync, it's unwatchable. So yeah, I need to kind of wake up to this, right? And if you really want to teach communication, you need to learn it first. Okay, great, that's cute, and so on and so forth. But now look at this. Through all that garbage, through all that muck, I've actually got some things that I can work with. Clearly, this voice sync issue I'm running into, I need to take it more seriously than I am. I need to figure that out. I need to maybe take some classes. I need to watch more YouTube videos to figure out how to do this. Maybe I need to upgrade my gear. because ultimately, if I want people to watch and enjoy and actually get something out of these videos, they have to be watchable, right? So yeah, okay, I've got some good guidance now. All right, so I've got all that. What's step 4? Well, step 4 is go back and thank the guy or gal, whomever this was, for providing the feedback. Thank them for taking the time to give you this guidance. Now, you might say, why bother? I mean, obviously, it wasn't the person's intention to provide you with guidance and instruction and mentorship. Well, there's actually 3 reasons I like to thank the person. First, I like to role model what I preach, that we can actually give and receive feedback in a constructive, civil way, one in which increases the skill set of everybody involved, especially when it comes to the internet. I mean, this place is nuts. So it's a good chance for me to kind of say, listen, we can play nicely here and we can all benefit each other. Second, the way the feedback was delivered notwithstanding, I actually did get some good guidance from this. I mean, obviously, I knew I had a voice sync issue, but I don't think I truly appreciated the importance of resolving this issue. So since then, I have made some serious changes to my gear and to my training and to my post techniques. So hopefully, I've nailed this issue. Third, and I'm not proud of this one, I like to really rub it in the person's face that I'm more mature than they are. I said I wasn't proud. All right, step 5, take action. I mean, that's what feedback, no matter how it was delivered, is all about. Now that you have new understanding, new insight, new guidance, new direction, go ahead and take action on that feedback and improve your skill set. And so there you go. Bam, 5 steps. Everything you need to know to read through comments, reviews, things like that. Now, in our next video in this feedback series, we're going to talk about how to ask for feedback. So far, we've talked about how to give feedback, how to receive it face-to-face, how to read through it in written electronic form. But now, let's actually ask for it, because you know what? We can benefit from this, and that's what we want to explore next. Now, these are my 5 steps, and they've worked really well for me, but what about you? How do you like to process and read comments and reviews? Tell me in the comments below. Let's explore this idea together. And there you go. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like videos like these, those that give us tips and tricks on how to be successful in our careers and life and so on, you might want to check these out as well. Also, I have a Patreon account, so if you're interested in supporting this kind of work, do me a favor and take a look in the description below. In the meantime, have a fantabulous day.